Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
You do the talking. I'm out of my element.
If we open our gates to outlanders, we stand to lose everything. They will corrupt our people, destroy our traditions.
Our entire society faces destruction if we don't. We need trade. We need the rest of the world.
The reason Solace Keep has stood for so long is because we've stood alone. Do not question our ways, Kostya.
I understand. Solace Keep is dying. Surely it would hurt to consider a different route.
We will talk about this later. The guest.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason. I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the Stilgarroth were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solace has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for Solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer. And this isn't your place to be. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you, It sounds like you have something in mind.
Whoa, they haven't thrown us out yet. Let's not push our luck.
That was unexpectedly insightful of you, Marius.
And people wonder why I left.
I apologize. That was not gracious of me. Envoy, you were about to make a request? There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, Envoy?
Right. Here we go.
Be silent. Have you no shame?
The garden is our sacred purpose. Its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. We used to be wanderers, explorers, caretakers of the island, until Nandru heard the call of the garden. He planted Solace Keep here, in the spot where it first spoke to him, and charged his people to forever protect it from all who might threaten its peace.
More accurately, he chained us to a barren wasteland 600 years ago, and abandoned us.
He gave his life to protect us from the world. We thank him by defending the garden.
Mind how you speak of the garden in these halls, Envoy.
Nandru once wrote that the island spoke to him. Perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The Envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does she not?
The markings on your face. I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
The godlike are gone.
There's at least one left, and she's standing right in front of you.
Perhaps you are what you say, but it does not matter. We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
I don't care if you do. You are free, as we all are, to believe or disbelieve as you like. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider, and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
What is one emperor across the sea against the might of my Wardens? You may be uniquely capable, but there are hundreds of us. There are 3 of you. Good. Be sure of it.
Kostya, see the envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Might want to go talk to Mihala now, assuming we still want to do that.
Still lingering, Adiren? Captain of the Wardens? He's away on an errand for me. What about him? Pompous Adiren. I don't know how you found out, but I'd warn you to stay out of the Council's business. Petru's ideas are a danger to Solace and go against his oath.
There is good in animancy, but you are willfully blind to it. Instead, you persecute others for what you fail to comprehend.
If you must pry, I can assure you, he is safe, and he will stay far away from Solace until he can be trusted again. You know what? I'd almost think you genuinely believe that if you didn't carry an Adiren crest. Now be gone. I have other work to do, and I do not need to justify myself to you of all kith.
Funny how the ones in power are never in the wrong.
Still lingering, Adiren? Thank you, Envoy. Let's see. I suspect it's another one of Kostya's attempts at courting Adir. No matter. I've dealt with this before, and she'll deal with it again. But I appreciate your assistance in maintaining the peace in Solace Keep. Take this key. There's a chest in my office whose contents you might find interesting.
Envoy, I just wanted a word before you went on your way. An explanation, then, for my behavior. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken, the young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help. There are just not enough resources to go around, and it's causing people to fall ill. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath. I am a realist, as I suspect are you. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me? Not an alliance, precisely, but a conversation. A crack in the wall between our worlds. The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradise could provide. If I could only start the conversation. In so many words, yes. Or rather, I was hoping you might be. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. I lied to you. I'm sorry for that. I didn't intend to make you look like a fool. But I couldn't let Mihala know the truth. She would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths with no thought for how this situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care. My people. Every person who is alive now, and every generation to come. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. I understand it may appear that way. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sundan mind?
You'd be giving up everything your people built here. Generations of history.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarot in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people. Solace Keep could serve as such a fortress for Adir.
That's exactly the problem with this place. Whole lot of following, not a lot of thinking.
Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger. Yes, and that change would be an excellent one. We would be free of this keep, and able to explore, to breathe again. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand. You are not the first person to have said that. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too. Of course, but need she be stopped by you? Now? In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also, perceptive as ever. If you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives. The monastery is dedicated to preserving our historical artifacts, including some that are of great interest to me. One can possess layers, Envoy. And besides, my interest in these artifacts is strictly academic. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Oh, please, look in on them, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius, because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the Envoy. Is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, Envoy. My gods, what a terrible loss. I have known many of those men and women my entire life. The eldest of them raised me. I am sorry you had to see that, Envoy, and that I compelled you to deliver such news. Thank you for telling me.
It's not a total loss. Elder Grigor still lives.
Oh, a small, bright light in the darkest of days. Now, I must send my scouts out for a full report. Oh, Dream Scourge and the tusks. Gods have mercy on our benighted souls.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain. No, the Council's still going at it. You know how Mihala is.
Well, sucker. Fine. Come find me when they're free. Won't be able to do anything until I talk to Mihala.
Of course, Captain. And, good luck.
Make it quick, Adirin. Well, you don't pull punches, do you? Huh. I guess that means this posting will be mine for a while now, won't it? Nandru, save us. Thank you for telling me. Careful telling Mina. If you tell her at all right? I need all the wardens I can spare. Oh, gods. Thanks for that, Adirin.
Well, that was awkward.
Have to bring this to the Council's attention.
Outsiders in the halls Nandru built himself.
Nowhere else will you see this much water flowing freely.
The very image of Nandru indeed. The gods send you at the most opportune time. A word, please. Raluca told me we have you to thank for getting the waters flowing once more. And to think you made peace with the Delangar. Fascinating creatures. When they aren't trying to kill you, anyway. I can only hope she'll help us protect the water source in Slumbering Fields, as long as that hothead Raluca doesn't antagonize her. You've been invaluable. Please, take this. Thank you again for your help. Perhaps whatever blessed Nandru truly does live in you.
This is not good. Oh, good. Someone's come along. I can't believe the only person that stopped is an outsider. Will you help me, please? Ugh, my hammer. One of the smiths down below sold it to me, and I'm not likely to get such a fine one again. But with all the construction going on here, still, I slipped and dropped it. I think it's somewhere down there. Do you think you can find it, Honestly, I don't even remember. It all started when my grandfather was a baby. I think something about restoration.
Solace has been under constant construction since Nandru set the first stone.
It does not matter. Can you save my hammer or not? There isn't exactly a surplus of them around here. Especially not one that's held to the caliber of the ones in the smithy. Please! I can't afford a new one. Oh, Murti, you are a lifesaver. I'll wait right here.
Found a spider the size of my face in my quarters last night.
Again? Ugh. I bet the officers up above don't have to deal with that.
On the bright side, the legs are pretty good in a stew.
That is both gross and intriguing. What time is dinner?
do hope no one sees me like this. Who let you in here? What do you want? I know it's garish, isn't it? But what else can I do? I must live, no, suffer in squalor now. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my tastes. But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an ever-shrinking supply of true goods.
Right. You might not want to get your hopes up on that one.
No one suffers as I do. Just leave me. Oh, and don't get anything dirty on your way out. An outsider! I've never seen someone so tall.
Since the days of Nandru himself, have we stood watch over the garden, as shall our descendants, and their descendants, and theirs, until the end of Eora itself.
Never heard a speech full of such bluster.
It's not the content, but the interpretation that bothers me.
Now, the walls of Solace have never been brought down by words alone.
I think his words and his breath combined would be a greater threat.
Move along, outsider. Consultation hours are... Oh my! You do resemble his statue, certainly. I cannot imagine how one such as you would share such a resemblance. What can a humble historian and philosopher do for you? All philosophy is controversial here. Thoughts that do not challenge tradition might as well be tradition themselves. Our beloved founder. Nandru sought to create a sanctuary in the deadliest part of the island. He called it Solace. Many believe Nandru was led here by a spirit guardian of some kind. Others believe he was simply an excellent judge of location. Regardless, many of his traditions remain in place to this day, while others may have fallen by the wayside. He was compassionate, eccentric, and charismatic. He knew how to draw out the best in his people. A true leader. Tradition says that when he knew his life was ending, he sought quiet solitude, knowing his work here was complete. Not a word of tradition, spoken or written, speaks ill of our founder. It is perhaps the only thing on which we all agree. If you ask these absolute Zaribs, they'd say not at all. I maintain that our solace is more in Sorina's vision than Nandru's. Our founder envisioned a safe place for all who reside or explore in the Tusks. An admirable goal, certainly. Sorina's vision was more about safety for the people already within Solace. Outsiders be damned. Blessed Sorina. She led Solace's rise from the ashes centuries ago, when an attack breached the walls and ruined our keep. She was a forceful and diligent leader who oversaw the rebuilding of the keep and established new traditions to keep us safe. Many, myself included,
believe her traditions conflicted with Nandru's, which were more suited to a Solace in peacetime. If you ask about the tilled ground made for growing plants, no. Very few here have that knowledge. But Nandru did speak of a garden from time to time. He created the Wardens of Solace to oversee that garden specifically. No one can say for sure what the garden meant to him, for none has set foot there. I fear I cannot help you beyond that. What more can I do to enlighten you? We pass on the oral histories of Solace and seek to uncover those historical knowledge we have lost over time. In return, the unenlightened Getuli of Solace curse, spit, and throw objects at us. It is truly a symbiotic relationship.
You're back! Did you find my hammer? Ah, you have done me a great service, Amakul. Murti, envoy, may your kindness be repaid swiftly.
Talking to Kostya, it's gotta be nice to meet someone who's happy to see adherence for a change. I can tell he's struggling against the current, which is a shame because he's looking out for his people rather than an old building. Tradition and history have their place, but I just can't see putting it ahead of the welfare of the living. But you're the envoy. I'm wondering what you think about it. True, but I don't think it's a bad one for the Pargrunen. Rawatai's grown over the centuries through dozens of expansions, conquests, and alliances. Many were bloody and hard-won, but I still can't find myself wishing for the alternative. We wouldn't have lasted if we stayed a small Almawa tribe struggling against a barren, stormy spit of land. Don't get me wrong, I saw the messy part of that boldness in Deadfire. But I don't think isolationism is the answer either. The question is, do you really think Kostya and his people are better off sticking around here than taking their chances with Adir? Or striking out into the living lands? I only hope they get that chance. Good luck finding a soft spot to bed down.
I've seen council meetings get out of control, but that one was for the books. Almost as bad as when I asked the governor for some unconventional equipment. He nearly had a heart attack. If the steel garrote is what passes for innovative, then Solace is in deep trouble. It's remarkable, really. what people do for traditions that have lost all meaning. The garden is your birthright, and the wardens don't seem to know why they're guarding it in the first place. If anyone has a right to enter the garden, it's you. That's all right. I prefer the company of misfits and rejects. The council made their choice. If they won't let you into the garden, we just have to find another way. If I must,